I talked to George. I've had the, oh my God, are you kidding me? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. On my last video, I went ahead and installed the awesome carbon fiber bags from Hofman Designs onto my 2022 Road Glide here. That's all performance out in terms of you know, the engine, the transmission, the powertrain, chain drive conversion kit, the tires, the wheels, all of that stuff. So go ahead and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go to my other videos on my YouTube video page and check out all of the channels, all of the videos, I should say, that I have on this 2022 Road Glide. And also moving forward, I'll be working on this 2019 new to me Mako Shark Fade CVL Road Glide that I got and I rode down for Virginia, which I've also made a few videos. I actually have some videos in the works on this about the levers because I wanted to switch them out, being that it's a hydraulic clutch and it is better. So stay tuned for the videos to come on that. So that leads me to today's video. Today here, if you can't see it through the camera here, I got a couple of boxes from BadBoyz Cyclez. And as you know, BadBoyz Cyclez is an awesome company. I rock their Freedom Series seat combo. Freedom Series seat combo. And what the combo is, it's pretty cool because the seat is modular, and I have it here in my 2022 Road Glide. The front seat and the rear seat don't have to go together, and it also comes with the backrest, which I absolutely love at my age. It's awesome. So it's called the Freedom seat, but it's called the Freedom seat in my opinion because you have the freedom to go and hit the road wherever you want. So if you're interested in that seat or any of these products you see here from BadBoyz Cyclez, go ahead and use my code 2147CREW at their checkout, and you'll get an awesome 10% of your complete and entire order. So again, 2147CREW at checkout, BadBoyz Cyclez, and you can save some money there. So what's in this box here? Let me just go ahead and get to it. In this box here, I have some saddle guards. Yes, people, you heard me right. I have some saddle guards because I got these expensive ass carbon fiber bags that I need to protect because they were not cheap. I just looked at their website. This is Hofman Designs website, and they are now $1,900 and some change for the set. I paid, I want to say, around $1,500, but that's because I think they were a little cheaper, and if I'm mistaken, I apologize. And also because there was a nice deal on Black Friday. The only thing with that is I waited 4 months to get them, and that kind of was not fun. You know what I'm saying? But I got them, and they're awesome. So I've had these for a while. So again, go to badboycycles.com if you want these, and you'll get 10% off using my code 2147CREW. I talked to George. I've had the, oh my God, are you kidding me? You can't make it up. I haven't installed it. Anyways, but they're there to protect a fall or a crash. But man, I haven't even like unwrapped it. Like, that blows. Anyways, so I talked to George over at BadBoyz Cyclez, and he actually sent me these a while ago. I just have not had a chance to install them. And secondly, I was waiting for my bags to get here before I actually did install them. So that's why I went ahead and I'm barely installing them now. So they're black. You also have the option to get them in chrome. So I wanted to, man, you cannot argue that they don't come well packaged, let me tell you. All right, so this is one. I presume that this is the one that's gonna go on the right side. It'll go on the right side. So I'm gonna put that here. In this box here, also from BadBoyz Cyclez, is some stuff that he sent over to me to check out and to share with you all. I believe it's their cleaning products in case you want to wash your motorcycles and all that. And I mean, who doesn't want to wash their motorcycle? It's just having the time to wash your motorcycle, right? But he sent me that over. He sponsored the channel with that, and I'll be happy to review it. So the plan today is, oh, before I get ahead of myself, here are a couple of oil jugs. And I am going to change the oil on my turbo Road Glide because it's due for an oil change. Now, and I'm going to do that in this video. I'm going to try to wash the motorcycle as well, but if the video is too long or if I run out of time or it's raining outside, then that'll be that. But either way, we'll review these at a later time. But my intention is to review them today. So back to the oil stuff. This is the one that fell, and there we go. And man, they look good. They look really, really good. I'll go to the camera here in a little bit. So the thing about the turbo Road Glide is that you have to have the oil change every 2,000 miles or so. I mean, you can push it to 3,000 miles, but every 2,000 miles you need to have change your oil on your turbo boosted Harley Davidson. Now, why? Well, because it gets hot. Because it gets hot, and that's why you want to change it. So these come with these rubber, I guess, grommets that go into the back, but I won't need them because I don't even have a rear exhaust, so I'll probably just keep them, put them right back in the bag. But every 2,000 miles or so, you have to change your oil. Why? Like I said, because the oil gets hot, and it gets too hot sometimes to where it uses all of the oil viscosity in it, and that's where you want to change the oil, because at that point the oil is too thin for the heat of the turbo and of the engine. Now, I did install or I did have installed the ultra cool oil system on my Road Glide here, and that reduces the oil temperature by 50%. I'm sorry, not 50%, 50 degrees. I also went with Ultra Cool's oil filter. They call it the flow oil filter, and that reduces your oil temperature by 10 degrees. So if so combined, it should save you 60 degrees between the oil cooler and also that. And I have videos on both of those things, so go and check them out. And when I put them to the test, and I went to Daytona, and man, it worked great. Those lights in Florida, man, they take a long time. If you've been there, you know, it was my first time going there, and it took a while for those lights. So a lot of people were turning their bikes off because it was just getting hot, but I never did. And I got a 131, y'all, with the turbo system. Now I do have the stainless steel option, which is their most expensive one, the Assassin one, and that one there is stainless steel. So, you know, if you're curious how much that turbo system is here, it's $10,000. So call Eric over at Trask and he'll hook you right up. Or if you're locally here, call Steven over at BadBoyz Cyclez. So it got pretty hot, but I'm curious to see what the oil looks like. If it's really black, then it's the oil's burnt. So that's how you know. You all may know this, but when your oil on your motorcycle is like black and it smells burnish, kind of like a small burn, it's time to change your oil. Even regardless if it says for your intervals rate 5,000 or whatever motorcycle you have to change it at that point. You don't have to, but at that point your oil is just spent and it lost its viscosity. So which oil do I use on my turbo boosted application Road Glide? I use Motul. This is the one I have. This is the one I use. And I use this one, Motul 7100 4T 20W50. This is 4 quarts in here. So I got 2 because these use 5 quarts, right? So again, this is the one I use. I have no issues with it. I have used other ones. Redline works really good as well. They're not cheap. These 4 quarts on Amazon were $51 or $52. So right here is, or 61, I don't know, but it's on Amazon. So between these 8 quarts here is well over $100. So that's something you might want to consider, but that's my choice. And I choose to go with this, and it was recommended by people that are in the business. I'm not going to say who they are because they wish to remain anonymous. We're also going to change the oil on the motorcycle. So now I promised I was going to take these over to you. This is the one I dropped, remember? So here it is, and to me, it looks good. I got my fingerprints and on here and stuff, but man, it looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. Very happy and excited to get these installed. It's not gonna be a hard install at all, but nonetheless, these are thicker than the OEM ones. These are like, I wanna say 1.5 inches or so, but these are thicker, and I'm excited for them because I can use all the thickness we can use. Take that how you want. All right, so the last box we're gonna open up here is going to be the stuff to wash the bike with and maintain it. So I'm curious, so thank you, George, for sending this over to us for BadBoyz Cyclez. And I've had these for a while. I just haven't had a chance. Here's a quick detailer, and we're definitely going to use it. So according to this, it gets fingerprints, dust, and it enhances your gloss. And I guess it uses dry acid. So, but here are the instructions and what to be cautioned for. And oh, look at that, made in the USA from BadBoyz Cyclez. Here we have the car shampoo. So this is where we're gonna use. It's pH balance, effective cleaning power, high foaming sods. I'm all about that with my power washer. So here are the instructions, and there's what to be cautioned for, and made in the USA from BadBoyz Cyclez. And then lastly, this is pretty cool. This is the wheel and tire clean. It's touchless brake dust remover, acid-free, all-wheel types, extremely concentrated. So being that it's touchless brake dust remover, I'm guessing you just spray it on there and you just wash it off. So I'm excited about that, and we're gonna try it because I got a lot of grime on these carbon fiber wheels. And these are instructions and what to be cautioned for. So these are products from BadBoyz Cyclez. I encourage y'all to go get them. But first, let's go ahead and try them out. We're gonna try them out. So what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna move this motorcycle out the way. I'll probably move my Road Glide over here, and then we're gonna install these saddle guards, which is just what, 2, maybe 3 bolts, and that'll do it. So, or 4 bolts with the one that goes here. So let me get this situated, and we'll start the video in terms of the install. All right, I went ahead and moved the bike over. Let me see what's the best angle. Here it is. Before I install them, this is the BadBoyz Cyclez Freedom Seat that I've been rocking for, this bike has 21,500 miles, and that's since January 2022, guys. So that's what, 14 months. I put 21,000 miles in this bad boy, an all performance bagger one. And I've had this one for about 19,000 miles of those. No, maybe 20,000, because I got it pretty quick after I got the motorcycle. And again, I have a video on when I first got this last year. And it's been great. I like it. I love it. And it's still like new. It has a little bit of weight to it, but that's probably why it's so comfortable. So, all right, let me get the BadBoyz Cyclez stuff on here. And it's not this one. Make sure you get the correct one in there. And it's pretty foolproof. You really can't mess it up. All right, here she is, that beautiful turbo, man. It just never gets old. But okay, so I just installed it. It was fairly easy and straightforward. So this is a T45 right here. And then down here, it's also a T45, but on the back side here, it is a 9/16 wrench for the nut that's here. So you do that. And then over here, on the outside one, it's also a T45 with a 9/16" wrench. But of course, this one here, on the other bolt you have to take out down here, right here, this one right here is a T40 with a 1/2" wrench for the bolt over here. And then the one that's included here is a T25 and with a 10mm wrench back here to hold that together. This is what it looks like here. I'm getting used to it because I haven't had any crash bars or anything installed on on either of my Road Glides actually. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and I think it'll look good. So I'm gonna put the bag on real quick just to give it a quick test fit, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, I just installed the bag, and of course what I was concerned about was the clearance, because these are all aftermarket parts here. So it looks like we have a lot of clearance here. We have about 1/2 inch clearance right over here at the peak, and even in the middle where it kind of domes out. And then here we just have all of this clearance here. See, all of this here, and the bottom too. The bottom here, yeah, there's a lot of clearance here, so I'm excited about it. And this is thick. Now, the important part, is it gonna be low enough to protect my bag? And yeah, so my bag stops right here. And then, I hope this is a good angle of it. My bag stops right here, and this goes down still about 1 inch, guys, right here. So in terms of the side view here, like my bag stops pretty much, this is pretty level. You see my finger right there? And so it stops right about the very top here. You have all of this real estate here. So yeah, and in terms of right here, guys, it has all that. That's pretty level right there compared to the bag. So you have about an inch right here of, or 3/4 of an inch that will cover. And same thing from the front view to the back. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah. So in terms of me being worried about dropping this motorcycle and getting my expensive carbon fiber bags damaged, that is a thing of the past, everybody. So I'm gonna leave the side cover off because I'm gonna go ahead and get this bad boy washed, or I'm gonna wash it, right? That's the plan, because it is dirty. So now I'm just gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. But man, look at this. Look at this. Man, you know what? Let's take a peek at the CVO. Ooh, buddy, look at this. It's also dirty, but I'll wash it here. It's dusty, really, but look at this. Isn't she a beaut? Yes, sir. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And this here has a 131 in it already, guys. Has a Screamin Eagle Stage 4 131 with, I don't even know what cam it has on there, but it has that on there, and I'm excited. So I'll probably get, I don't know if the same guards will work because it kind of dips down here. So I might go with Centauro Fabs for this setup here. I already installed the saddlebag guards from BadBoyz Cyclez on this side, and they look great. I already went ahead and test fitted the saddlebag, and it goes great on there, man. Like, no issues. It has clearance. So the only thing I did do is there's a little bit of play on this. So when I tightened it up, I just kind of pushed it up, and they gave me even more clearance to where my bag's higher and the guard is actually lower. So I repeated the same thing on the other side. I loosened up the bolts back here, and I just pushed it up a little bit and tightened it up like that. And I'm talking about a little bit, but it made a big difference. It made a big difference. So here's my chain drive kit. It's also gonna get cleaned here. As you can see here, I went ahead and moved on to change the oil. I just took out the drain plug, if I can get it to focus. And look, there's no shavings here. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. There's little to no shavings. Like, that's awesome. All right, everybody. So far we have taken the seats off. The other day we replaced the bags and the carbon fiber one, so that they look awesome. We went ahead and installed the BadBoyz Cyclez saddlebag guards, and I think it looks great. I'm still getting used to it because I've never had saddle guards, but in this case, I'm obviously going to use them. So, but another nice thing is that in case if I drop it or the motorcycle falls or something, or to strap it down, I have an extra strong point to either tie it down to a trailer or pick it up, because when I dropped it or it fell on me when I'm on my way to Phoenix, it was kind of cumbersome to pick it up without that. So I definitely recommend that. So anyhow, so that's on there. We changed the oil on this bad boy already. The oil on this is changed, so we got new oil. I haven't started it up. Normally I like to start it up and then take it for a spin and come back and then top it off. However, we're still gonna wash it. So we're gonna wash it and clean the chain and just all that, get all that soot off the chain and then wash it. And I think I'm just gonna wash it like this, get everything good. I'll wash the back separately, and I'll cover my air cleaner here. So we're gonna back it up right now and get this bad boy washed.